and news writing, feature writing, column writing, review writing, and interview writing. So, first of all, we will just begin with news writing. Okay, you probably have gone through your the soft form of this book, so it's a big deal for you. But still, I'm just going to share few slides just to develop more clarity, right? I'm just looking into the slides. Give me a minute, and I'm just gonna display screen with you, right? Give me a minute, please. Meanwhile, if you're having any problem in your previous lesson, do let me know. Okay? I'm just going to mute for a while, and then I'm going to share the screen with you. Over to you all. Hanji. All right. All right. That is the news writing. Okay. What is news? You know that. Obviously, now you in the second semester, you know what is the news. Okay, and how to design a news. So before wasting up, just I guess that it's just like a wastage of time that we just started discussing about the definition of the news and all this stuff like that. Okay, you all are familiar with it. So we are going to start with the session. So dictionary defines the news as a report of recent events. You know that very well, or a material reported in a newspaper or a news periodical or a newscast, or a matter that is a newsworthy. That is a very familiar term, very common term about the news. If a dog bites a man, okay, it's not a news. If a man bites a dog, it becomes a news. So something which is having oddity and which is new to a person, it becomes a news. But the basic problem is what we are trying to understand: how to write a news story, or how to write a news, how to make it more crispy. So reporters and editors, they must think about the readers, as this will help them decide what stories are newsworthy. First of all, yes, obviously we should have a nose for a news as well. We just need to dig out. We have to find out something unusual just to make it a news. So they should be guided by questions like, what is the news here? Why should my readers care? And what does this means to them? What questions will the reader have that I need to answer? Okay. So before we just begin with writing a news, we just need to go with all these things. The first one is, what is the news here? Like if some incident would have happened, so we just need to find out that is this something is going to be unusual for the people, okay? Or do you think that it is that much worthy enough to be shared with the people? So why should my reader care? ठीक है? और इसमें what sort of response I will be getting from the viewership or from the listenership of the people. Then comes the major types of stories they found in the newspaper and magazines are. Now there are different types of the stories in the newspaper and in the magazine. Number one is the soft news, and first of all I will tell you there are two types of the news: the soft news and your hard news. Okay, ये आपको already पता है. So let's start. Soft news क्या है जी? A news story that can wait for publication and is usually about a trend and an ongoing event or about an interesting person. Feature and in-depth magazine lens or story, personality profile, a story that explores a person in the news or an interesting but not so prominent person. Backgrounder क्या है जी? A story providing additional information on a news event, often called sidebars, and it may be accompanied a longer news story. You will know all this basic information. If still if you find any difficulty, you can ask me. Now, what are the news value? ये पहले आपने semester में जरूर पढ़ा होगा, and probably this question would have appeared in your final examination also. A criteria which enables to determine whether a story makes it to news. ठीक है? News value क्या है? वही मैंने बात आपको बताई कि you are going to consider, is this news is worthy enough to be shared? Is this news is that much valuable to be shared with the people? Okay. So common news values are: number one is immediacy. Immediacy means how immediate it is going to be dispersed and how immediate the information is going to be disseminated with the people. then is significant, how far it's going to be significant for the people, okay, or on the target audience. Then proximity means the nearness. Obviously the news which are the local one, they are going to be more striking for you instead of the news which are international one. Obviously. Then prominence mean that how prominent people they it's capturing it, okay. Obviously if it is about celebrity or something which is having you can say very much prominent among the people, okay, that personality is very much prominent among the people, so obviously it will incite, okay, and it will capture more readership. सो ह्यूमन इंटरेस्ट क्या है, हाउ मच इंटरेस्टेड इट इज, यानी कि कितनी इंटरेस्टिंग आपने उसने बना ली है. देन व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ नेगेटिविटी, देन द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. ऑब्वियसली द पीपल लव टू नो अबाउट द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, सो whenever the conflict arises, people love to read such news stories. Oddity means something which is unusual, so the news, obviously news बनती ही तब है when it is something which is unusual, okay. And humor, these are all the values of the news. The news quality is क्या है जी? A news reporter is imbued many parts. Imbued means that he to some extent we think that, so that he is blessed with lot of parts, but it's not like that. To inform, to influence decisions, and to help shape public opinion, and among others. So following are the qualities that a news story should have: accuracy, clarity, objectivity, balance and fairness, and attribution and style. Accuracy क्या है जी? कि how accurate it is. Clarity, how much clarity you had produced, how much you remain objective, ठीक है. Sorry, how much you remain remain truthful, ठीक है. How much you remain क्या कहते हैं precise, ठीक है, while you just gathering the facts and elaborating it. So you need to be very much precise whenever you are writing any news. Then objectivity, obviously when there is objectivity and subjectivity,